And right here looks like a good spot to do a smoke sesh. Yeah?
Cool with it.
Right on. Whew. Yeah. So right now at this point, we've done a mile. That puts me at mile 6,202 plus 145. Thanks to you coming out and taking on the challenge.
No problem.
I want to thank you and your family so much for inviting me into your home and showing me around all these amazing places. We went to Trona Pinnacles like 2 days ago. Yeah, it was so fucking cool. Well, here, take a look. Oh, hell yeah. We could totally smoke in here.
Yeah.
We could clam bake in there.
A lot of the Planet of the Apes films was filmed out in this general area. This was the crash site for the film itself. We landed on the actual planets in the newer version. I think, if I remember, in this general area right here was where, in the movie, the apes staged themselves, stuff like that. We use it as locals as off-highway vehicle spot. People come out here from all over the place just to hang out here, but there's a multitude of things filmed out here. You might see it coming across movies, Toyota commercials, stuff like that.
It's really freaking amazing out here. It's like a whole other world, like you said.
Sometimes you can be out here and if it's a full moon hanging over the top of you, this place looks like it's got a slight glow to it. It's like you can almost see where you're at and you're not in the dark.
Yeah, that was just so freaking awesome. That was so freaking awesome. I want to ask you, how long have you been smoking cannabis?
Steadily over the last probably 8 or 9 years, but I had a good break from my early 20s till probably about 32 or so. I had a career that kind of didn't allow me to do that. I ran myself into some physical and emotional problems, and I had other issues, such as substance problems, abuse, and marijuana was one of the things that kind of kept my mind off it. I wouldn't say it was a cure-all at all, but as of right now, it makes things tolerable for me. Yeah, I deal with pain management, but I find more relief from marijuana. But for the last 4 years, I would say it's definitely medicinal. I used to scoff at people saying it was medicinal for a long time. I just think, nah, you smoke it because you want to smoke it. But no, I'm definitely, after my recent adventures, crushing my hand, doing a couple of things.
So can you tell us what happened?
Getting into the car and had a hold of the frame of the car right in the pinch point of the door. Big gust of wind came up and bounced it off the metacarpal. It hurt pretty good. I decided, first day on the job, I was working as a private contractor, a lot of money. So I'm like, nope, I'm not going to tell them I broke it. So I went home, wrapped it up, worked for 4 days running a 90-pound jackhammer. And we don't know if it's an external or internal, but the hand ended up getting infected, which, I think would be a really bad thing. All things happen for a reason, so I ended up going to the hospital. I got sick for 2 days, woke up feeling okay. And the last day, really it was looking funny. And right about this area, it opened up, and all of a sudden, just this black stuff started pouring out of it. Come to find out, I had a staph infection. It had reached my blood. So I get to the hospital, the lady asked me, have you eaten? I said, nope. She goes, well, you're going into surgery. But the other reason why she was asking, and this is where the silver lining comes in, my blood sugar was at 717. Come to find out, I'm insulin dependent. And if I wouldn't have known, if the infection didn't take me 24 hours later, sooner or later the diabetes would have. So that's the silver lining. But what they did, what you're seeing here in this area, that's what they call a skin flap, not a graft. It's the muscle, the tendons, nerves, everything. It actually came from my front quadricep. This is my front quadricep missing.
Wow.
Which actually entails, I had to sign a piece of paper after they, I had about 12 surgeries, debriding all the bad stuff out. And last day, the doctor asked me why I should keep my hand. And I said, I'd sure like to think I'd play music again. And so I basically signed a piece of paper saying, you can't sue me. You can wake up with a bad leg, which, I'll have a limp for the rest of my life, some hip issues. And missing a hand, or you can wake up, with a bum leg still. They knew that was going to be a definite, taking the muscle away, and missing my hand. Luckily enough, here I am. 3 years later, I just got done having this all reconstructed and straightened out, and we're in the process of having some skin graft stuff, which leads to a lot of pain, which, you know, I'm glad to have marijuana and a good supply of it. 3-year road. Pain on a scale from 0 to 10, on an average 7 most of the last 3 years. So marijuana's been a blessing to have.
Wow. That's pretty amazing with what they've done.
Yeah. I was lucky. They flew a couple doctors in. They were amazing people. The way they described it was taking the width of hairs and sewing them together and expecting them to work like plumbing. You know, vessels, nerves, all the stuff that they did in there. I mean, it was a full transplant, nerves, like I said, major vessels, stuff like that. Lost insurance, you know, so there's a couple of years I had to take off, you know, and let the hand just take its course. And here I am on the final stretch, hopefully either getting function back in the pinky or worst case scenario, amputation, which, you know, I'm okay with either way. I was on the verge of death. You know, fighting a blood infection was pretty scary. Come a long way too. Still got a long ways to go. But until then, I'm gonna fucking keep smoking.
I was gonna ask, so what all do you use cannabis for?
I use it for relief. It puts me in a different disposition to where I can almost steer my head around the thought of pain. You know, I have a lot of stomach issues due to medication, and marijuana, you know, overall cures my stomach issues. You know, I'm a diabetic as well too, so it helps with some of the nerve pain. I do use it for anxiety. There's certain strains that give me anxiety, but I stick to the indicas and I find myself in a better disposition.
Any specific strains that you found helpful?
Indicas all day. Top of my head, I would say San Fernando Valley. I've been liking the stuff that's locally grown here in the area. It's called Project 4615. So OG Kush, I would have to say, is one of my more favorite ones. At my mom's house, talking about strains, you know, and I've actually been smoking on two strains that come from Northern California from a family member they've been working on for a while. And 24 karat Kush, another one, which I'm arguing throughout the house with my mom that she's got another one, 24 karat berry, which to me, flavor all the way around. I think she did a phenomenal job. And, you know, in case, you know, mom, you're watching it, 24 karat berry would be my favorite Kush, you know, my favorite strain, you know, just for the records. You know.
Well, on that note,
where are you? It's your hit. Don't make me smoke all this weed by myself.
Come walk a mile with Seth and he'll show you some magic.
Find me, follow me, see where I am. I challenge you to come out and walk 1 mile with me, and I will show you magic. Much love and much peace to you all.
by a pretty amazing surgeon, Dr. Pillacoddle at Rural Health, or not Rural Health, Swedish Medical. Really amazing guys.
And as always, guys, it's your hit. Don't make
a mile. That's,
you guys, that's okay. That's okay.
walk a mile with Seth, and he'll show you some magic, dude.
I thought, oh.
Yeah, no, you're okay. All I'm that's okay. All I'm doing 3.
Come walk a mile with Seth, and he'll show you some magic.
Again,
Come walk a mile with Seth, and he'll show you some magic.
and then one more time.
Come walk a mile with Seth, and he'll show you some magic.